Oh my gosh, I want to tell you about something that is absolutely changing my life right now as a storyteller. As someone who prides themselves on collecting stories and trying to squirrel away little notes about stories, it's amazing how ineffective I've been about having one central place to write down ideas, things that can be seeds for stories that might germinate later after I water them or after I think about them and things like that. And we help people a lot with that when they're applying this to business. Coming up with personal stories or anecdotes or analogies or things in their own life that tie into whatever service or product they're talking about that helps them be more authentic, more comfortable, more engaged when they are talking with their clients, their customers, or the people that they hope are going to be their customers in the future. And there is a book that I'm reading right now that I just want to tell everyone else to get and to read as well. It's called Storyworthy, and it's by Mathew Dicks. Storyworthy by Mathew Dicks. And in it, he has a specific section that it's so easy, but I would have not thought about to do it this way. He calls it homework for life. And what it is, it's the simplest thing ever. You literally open up a Excel spreadsheet, a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, and just one cell at a time, whenever you are going through your daily journey, when you are getting up in the morning doing your morning routine, when you're reading the newspaper, when you're talking with your kids, when you are on your commute on your way to work, whether you're talking to a colleague, going for a walk with your dog, listening to a podcast, anything. When you find little connections in your daily life that could be the seeds of a really good story, an interaction that you had at the grocery store, something that you can relate to a topic or something you might talk about in the future that might be the seed of a story, just write it down in that Excel workbook. It doesn't have to be long. It's just something that needs to, if you read it again, it sparks the thought that for that story or that instance or that feeling that you had. And then you can iterate on it later. But it's amazing. All of a sudden, if you do this every day, homework for life, just write down one or two things that might have happened to you. You might only be writing 3 or 4 words down, but it triggers that thought later on. Whenever you're stuck for an idea, stuck for a story to tell at a keynote, stuck for a story that you want to relate to a business situation you're going to be doing or a presentation or a demo, you can just open up this Excel file, and over only a period of months, if you do this on a daily basis, even if you just did it during the work week, you will have this deep well of ideas, of sparks, the beginnings of stories that may help you in the moment so that you don't have to be forced to be creative on the spot. You'll have these little touchstones, these jumping off points that you can start to use when you're telling stories, and when you're helping your customers, when you're coming up with ideas for a new video campaign or anything you might be helping your customers with. So check it out. I really recommend the book. It's called Storyworthy, again, by Mathew Dicks, but specifically homework for life. Open up an Excel sheet, have it nearby on your desktop so you can open it up at a moment's notice, maybe even as a shortcut on your phone. Start doing it. It's really helping me. I think it's gonna help everyone that needs to tell stories, which is pretty much everyone in your daily life.